Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, there's green dots across the bottom. I wonder. Hang on. I guess that just means I'm live. I don't know. Welcome, anybody. I'll give it a few minutes because I'm a few minutes early. Hello, someone. I have my webcam back on. Yay! Yay. So happy about that. Hello, two people. Welcome. How are you? Hi, Heather. Happy whatever it is, Tuesday. I'll tell you what, my days are all blurring together. Hi, Nick. Welcome. I'm okay. I'm rather itchy because my poison ivy on this arm is now also on this arm and everywhere else, too. And I actually messaged the doctor today, but I haven't heard back because when I get it, I knew this would happen. I get it bad. It spreads fast. Yucky. Yeah. And I just put alcohol on it up here because it was driving me nuts. And I'll put more calamine lotion on. But calamine lotion doesn't do anything for me. And poison. It helps for about 5 minutes and then it starts itching like crazy again. So, anyway. Hi, Paige. Welcome. So, I'll start off with my stuff since it is 6:59. I guess I should give it another couple of seconds. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Saw your video. I saw both your Monday. I saw your Monday morning video, and I saw the one about your reward stuff. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so Justine Stone is having a party this month. It goes to the 29th. Most of you already know this. And here is her host code, if you can read that, 9YTX7KT2. It's funny, I got my computer back and I completely forgot to redo this and make it nice. So I'll have to do that tomorrow. So yeah, help Justine out. She's doing okay so far. But you know, we have half a month left. I'm sure she'd like to do even more. So anyway, that's that. Now, I did not get my paper pumpkin alternatives done for yesterday like I had hoped. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get them done before I get the next one. And the next one, you have until 10 September to sign up for if you're not already signed up. And again, it's going to be the not cracker. Yeah, they're called cracker treat boxes. I think they're those ones that pull. But apparently, they're good for fall, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. It looks cute to me. Of course, I like black cats, which, by the way, I may have an overabundance of black and gray and black and white cat fur floating around tonight because Callie was just up here and on my lap. I did not let her get up on the desk, though she wanted to, because that would have been even worse because she is shedding like crazy. And also, I do have the window air conditioner on, so there will be noise. And I came up early this afternoon and had it on, and my son came up and he said, "Are you hot?" And I'm like, "Well, it's always hotter up here." I said, "Why?" So I was downstairs. Well, we had it set on 73 and it was 78 degrees. So there's something not working right with my central air. Oh boy, one thing after the other. They're coming out tomorrow at 2, and I know they're going to say, "You really should replace the unit." I'm going to say, "Look, it's blowing air. It's just not blowing cold air. These fixed for now." Anyway, that's that. And also, great promotion if you'd like to join my team. You still get your starter kit for $125 worth of products for $99, but you also get Queen Anne's lace stamp set. These are in the annual catalog. So Much Love stamp set. And a pack of rhinestone basic jewels, as well as enough Granny Apple Green and Coastal Cabana cardstock pre-cut to make 8. It says 8 pre-cut paper packs to make 8 cards. Now it's got that asterisk next to both, so I was confused. I don't know if it's 4 each or if it's 8 each and 16. So forgive me for that. But you get pre-cut cardstock to make cards. Hi, Gigi. Welcome. Glad you could make it. So great month to join if you're interested. And you will also get a coupon good for a paper pumpkin kit. You won't actually get a paper pumpkin kit in your kit, starter kit, but you will get a coupon good for one. And yeah. So that is it. Here's Justine's party code again, which is going on right now if you're interested in anything. Okay, and I'll show it again at the end. So we're going to be using primarily the Positive Thoughts stamp set, which is in the annual catalog on page 81. And Gigi, I have not sent your catalog out, but I will. Kind of waiting right now to get paid by Stampin' Up, which should happen tomorrow. So I should be able to mail it this week. And Nature's Thoughts dies, which is these. Now, this was a celebration coordination item. The dies were. So this must have been in the mini catalog, January to whatever it was. So they snuck these into the annual catalog in the back on page 182, and they do say under this on page 180, I'm sorry, page 87, that this coordinates with Nature's Thoughts. And I had not gotten them as a celebration item, coordination item, but I did get them now because I wanted to be able to cut all these wonderful images out. So yeah, we'll be using those. And on one card, we will be using this die and another die that's already out. And these are from the Tasteful Labels dies, which coordinate with Tasteful Touches on page 124 in the annual catalog. That's on the final card. So with that, let me show you the first card we're going to do. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, that's my hair hanging in. I will say we're going to be using a variety of papers. So on the first card, I pulled out paper from the Peony Garden, and that's in the annual catalog. I don't know if you can see there's a pattern to it, and on the back of it is this beautiful, I guess it goes like this beautiful pattern, but I'm using this side, which can go for anything. Okay, well thank you for that. Oh yeah, I know. Sometimes I do wish that as well. So this is Peony Garden is the name of the suite. I'm also going to be using, now this is in the mini catalog, the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper, but I'm using this one that doesn't actually have the poinsettias on it. And I apologize, my webcam's going wacky apparently. So we're going to use that. And let me show you the first card then. Each card is going to use different designer series paper tonight, but they do have one thing in common. They're all sort of monochromatic but different colors. Why does that look backwards to me? Anyway, this is using gray granite. This is the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper. It's vellum. This is the paper from Peony Garden, and I cut it using this die. And if you don't have that die, let me tell you about what that is in case you have a similar rectangle or just want to cut it. It's about 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Excuse me, 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so that's what that is, but it just has a nice little border around it. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Donna. It is a gorgeous suite. I know. That's why I was digging through my papers. I'm like, I don't want to do Christmas or fall today, because my Fridays are mini catalog, and this month I'm trying to concentrate on fall and Halloween off and on. So, and then the ribbon I used actually is from the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. in Whisper White 1/2" faux linen ribbon. It's this. Okay, so let's get this card going. I have everything cut, I think. Let me see. The only thing I might change, I use silver metallic pearls on this, and I think I'm going to change them to these that went with the peony garden, and maybe these white ones here. I just think they'll be nicer with this than the silver is a different color than gray granite. So here's an A2 card base. Let me move this out of the way. In gray granite. Now, before I glue this down, oops, a little, oh, I know why I have that there, which will just go like that. This is cut, I think it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Yes, it is. Before I put that down, I'm going to put this together first, and then I'll glue this onto here, and then I'll glue it down. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want the, I'm going to use a glue runner, Stampin' Seal Plus. I don't want that to show through, so I want to make sure it's hidden underneath that piece. I haven't used this piece of paper until tonight. Yeah. So let's move the card base out of the way and figure this out. So what I did is, I don't know if it's still available, but when they refreshed the clearance rack, the Starburst punch was back in there. So you can check. I did not have a chance to check that today. And so that's going to go there. This is going to go on there, but we're going to stamp on that first. And we're going to stamp Hugs, Prayers, and Love. And we are going to use actually basic gray, which is what this dark color is. And I only punched one out, and that is punched out with the postage stamp punch, number 152, why is that blurry 709. And that's in the annual catalog as well. Okay. Let me move these out of the way. So did you all have a good Labor Day weekend? I knew it was Labor Day weekend, although all the days to me are pretty much the same, right? So, but Mondays are usually our trash days. So I had my son take the trash and recycle out, and then I realized, oh shoot, they won't come until Tuesday. We just left it out there. I don't think any raccoons or anything got in it, so that's good. It's in a big bin. It's not like the bag is just sitting there. But the recycle they could get into. So that was basic gray ink. This is punched out with the Starburst punch of basic gray, which hopefully is still available because that was one of my favorites, and I kept that one. I did. All right, so placement. We need to have this up a little bit. Let me glue this onto here first, and it's going to be sort of centered like that. And I'm going to just use wet glue for that as soon as I figure out what I do with it. So just the top half. And see, I could only do it once because I already had a boo-boo on the back. I reused my pieces. Does that look centered? Looks pretty good if it doesn't slide. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now let's turn this over. Get our Seal Plus out. You could use Seal for this as well. I might have on the first one actually. And I'm going to put it about here, I think. Oops. The punch is still in. Oh, yeah, thank you. Goody. That one and the Pretty Label punch was in there too, which guess what? I reordered. Oh my gosh. You have a craft show Saturday and a class Sunday. Wow. You better get busy. I am supposed to have a craft show in October. I have no clue. I haven't heard from them. I don't know if it's still on or not. And the other two got canceled. Okay, so this is now going to go up on dimensionals. And how I did it the last time is I sort of put one there to help hold that on at the bottom. And then just one around like that. And I probably will put one here too, because just that's me. Did anybody have a picnic or anything? Family get together? We didn't do anything. I didn't even really craft yesterday. I should have. I meant to, but I'm still in that. I don't know what. Pretty label punch is gone. Oh, that's too bad. I don't have it to show you anyway because it didn't. I think mine is coming tomorrow. Okay, so now out of the Nature's Thoughts dies, there is a feather you can stamp, but I use these big ones. This big one, and this is 153586, by the way. And I did it in basic gray. And look at the detail on that feather, isn't it? Or it probably shows up better in basic gray. Lots of detail in that die. So yeah, we're going to use those. And what I'm going to do with those is I want the dark gray on the bottom, I think. Is that what I did? Yes. And then this one on top. And they're just going to be, I want the stems to go point to point. So I'm going to put a glue dot like right about here, hopefully, on the light gray, the gray granite. The light gray. Gray granite is not my favorite color. I like, it looks good with this card though, but my favorite is smoky slate. And I also like, I think because it has a hint of blue in it, and I'm a blue person. So, but this is pretty. Now here I have to be careful. I'm going to bump them on dimensionals, but I don't want a dimensional close to that side. In fact, I'm going to put a little one over here, and then I can put big ones down here, right there, and maybe a little one over here. My end frame like that, because this, hopefully that'll, nope, that little one there's got to come off. I think, yeah, I can put another one there. All right, that's it. And I'll put a little bit of glue right here. I kind of want the tips to go along this edge of the Starburst punch. Let me get a little glue on here, and then I'll look up and see if anybody's said anything else. Right about there. There we go. Wobble, wobble, wobble. It's wobbling. Huh. Wonder why it's doing that. Anyway, we'll hold that down for a second. Hi, Justine. Good evening. Yeah, the detail on these is really good. And then before I put the other embellishments on, we're going to go ahead and try and get that glued onto this. I'm going to lay that down. This is out of the Plush Poinsettia specialty from the mini catalog, but the other papers I'm using are, this is out of the Peony Garden for those that came in late. I don't know if you can see the patterning in it. So I didn't feel like I needed to run it through an embossing folder or anything. Anyway, usually I would glue this down, but because I'm putting it on Velcro, I'm going to just, it's kind of hard because I have stuff on the front, but I did that on purpose. And a little more here. I want it to hold to the vellum, and it's a plush vellum. So let's see, to try and make sure I get it straight. I don't know, how straight did I get that? Not bad, not bad. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn it over again. And we're going to put a lot of Seal Plus here because you won't be able to see through that since that other piece is there. And then I am also going to put some glue dots in the corners, just one in each corner. And I'm trying to get it like here. I can hide it a little better because there's a plush area, but not, I need to get that too good. Just one in each corner, and that'll hold really well then, because that Seal Plus in the middle is going to hold it on good. I just don't want the edges flopping up. And then we're going to stick that down, hopefully straight, on our gray granite A2 card base. Let's see if I got that pretty. Oh, yay, I did pretty good. That's okay. There's no late. There's just come in whenever you can. You stayed home by yourself? Yeah, that's what we did too. My daughter was frantically trying to get the kids, well, the 7-year-old ready for, I thought she was going into 3rd grade, but it was 2nd grade. Anyway, okay, so now to finish the, and the teenager, the 16-year-old, I'm going to put this up here. This is cut out in gray granite, and that's one of the dies here too in Nature's Thoughts. She doesn't apparently start till Friday, but she got a job starting Thursday also. So that's going to be even more, even more stuff. So I'm kind of rolling this glue dot in both sides, and then I'm going to just put this down the body of the butterfly. It'll stick out a little bit from that, but not too bad. And we'll put that there. Okay, and then let's put some of these on. I think, let me just see. Yeah, definitely the ones, these are the elegant faceted gems that are part of the Peony Suite in the annual catalog. So we're going to just put some of these around on this background instead of silver pearls like I did on the first one. Let's see. They don't really show up as much as the silver, but that's okay. I think I'll put one over here this time. It'll show up on that dark gray. So that is the front compared to this one. Now, I don't know, maybe I like the silver pearls better. Now, one last thing. When you die cut this little butterfly, let me show you the die. These two little parts of its wings punch out little hearts. So I took them and put them on here. And we're going to do that again. Let me get the putty end of my thing. I have them here. And I'm going to use a real fine tip non-Stampin' Up! Glue to glue them down, because I thought they went cute with the word love down there. So, you know, just have to add a little more. I just want to make sure I get it heading in the right direction. So there's, whoops, that didn't work. All right, try it again. Maybe I didn't have enough glue on there. Or maybe I had too much and it slid. I don't know. Trying again. Come on, Deb. There we go. Let me get the other one. Thank you, Paige. Hi, Chris. Welcome. You're not late, Chris. I mean, we're just on card 1. So there's no, I mean, you can always watch. If you guys miss any of it, you can always go back and watch replay once it uploads, if you so choose. That would be much appreciated, actually. All right, that's the only time I think tonight that we're going to use that glue. Put that away. Get my take your pick tool put away. Now on the inside, here's what I did. And I don't know if I'm entirely thrilled. I took the stamp with the feather instead of the die, And I use gray granite and also basic gray, because those are the two colors. I guess it's all right, right? I don't know. That's what we're going to do. So let me get a scrap because I don't want to dirty. Look, I even put a new mat down for you guys because you are that special, which you should know. And I mean that sincerely. And also, while I'm thinking about it, I did the drawing for the 3K subby giveaway. So thank you, everyone. Please stay subscribed. I forgot to do the drawing on Sunday, stamping again for these. So I'll do that this coming Sunday. And this coming Sunday, I'll be doing some other kind of giveaway for the holiday rhinestones. So be sure to come back on Sunday. Well, come back Friday and whenever else I have videos too, you know, but I will be doing those as a giveaway. You think the inside looks pretty? All right, well, that's good because that's what I'm going to do. So I'm getting out gray granite first. Now, I did them full strength. Maybe I should have, well, no, we're just going to do full strength. So I really just went opposites, you know, like sort of flipped them around, maybe like that. And that's it for that one. And then we'll bring in basic gray. I'll leave that one open for a minute, though. Over 1,000. Yeah, actually you do, Heather, in your YouTube studio and analytics. I see. And I did, it's funny, I did go up one and down one right after the giveaway was done. I mean, up one before and down one. So people do that and it drives me nuts. But what are you going to do about it, you know? And I did, just so y'all know, I did verify that everyone was a subscriber, at least as best I can, by having screen prints sent to me. Let's see. I think we'll just do this little tip. I think that'll do it. Yeah, you can. Or at least on the computer you can. I don't know. Things are a little different on the phone. And yeah, it happens. It does to me too. And that's why I actually originally waited a while after I went over 3,000, because that's happened to me before, where I started to do a giveaway and then I went below the number because people left or whatever. So, you know, or YouTube, sometimes YouTube does these correction things. I don't know, but there's no way to check your subscribers accurately anymore by name or anything other than have them do screen prints, because I went to all 3 channels of the winners and I looked under their channels, but I know people are subscribed to more people than they are showing they're subscribed to, and my picture did not show up on any of them. So I had to have people send me screenshots, and they were all subscribed. Now, you know, I hope they stay subscribed. I do. So there we go. There is card 1. That didn't take very long, did it? I did all the die cutting ahead of time. Again, these are out of the butterfly. I think I like the silver pearls better because they show up a little better than those, but they add a little sparkle too. So that was pretty quick and easy. We're only not quite half an hour in. Do you have them private? You know, I might as well, because it doesn't do any good. The whole reason to have them public is so that people can check them for things like this, but it doesn't work. Yeah, there are some crazies out there. More so now than any time in the past that I can remember in my lifetime. Anyway, I'm sure my parents said that when I was young too. I don't know. So there's card 1. Card 2, we're going to use a different paper. We're going to use Forever Greenery. And I was all set to use this one. Okay, here's the deal. I'm trying to use colors I don't use very often. So gray granite, I don't use very often. I love it for formal kind of, these kind of cards. I haven't been using soft sea foam very much, and this is soft sea foam and Just Jade. So that's why I picked that. But we're still using the same stamp and die set. And let me bring up this card and show you this one. Here it is. I actually stamped, I think I just dropped something. I actually stamped in Just Jade on the soft sea foam, except here, this is Just Jade on white. We're going to use a soft sea foam card base. Again, A2. Everything I do on these, unless they tell you otherwise, is going to be A2. But there's different varieties of that, but these are all going to be 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, but we're going to do it horizontally this time. So this time, I die cut 2 of those rectangles using the Nature's Thoughts dies. Yeah, it's not a color I gravitate to for some reason. And it's pretty. It's just very soft. Now, there is a boo-boo on this one, and if I can't fix that, what happened was, I'm going to show you what happened with that as soon as I can see where I put the piece. I also wanted to use, we have something called Color Velveteen Paper Pack, and there's 3 colors in it: Cinnamon Cider, Highland Heather, and Soft Sea Foam. So I wanted to use the Soft Sea Foam. So I thought, well, what if I stamp on it and do that die cut? No, it bleeds. And not only does it bleed, some of the ink rubbed off on my plate number 3 top. And I didn't know that. So when I put plate number 3 top on this, guess what? I got ink from the plate. But we're going to try and work around that. So lesson learned, don't stamp with dye-based inks anyway on velveteen paper. It doesn't take, I mean, it's on there, but yeah, it still rubs off a little bit. So that's a no-no. So yeah, so let me see. We need this piece. Now this one, I don't have any ribbon there, so we can just glue that down. And this is 5 1/4 by 4 standard. Thank you, Next. You don't have soft sea foam? It's in the Forever Greenery suite, and it's also in the Wales suite, which I haven't used enough either. And here we are, summer's over in 2 weeks officially. Actually, about 2 weeks. So hopefully my air conditioner will not, I know they're going to say I should replace it, and I'm going to be like, yes, it's going to be, we're going to stamp on this one, and I'm going to try and make it look like it belongs there. So only us. And also there's a boo-boo on this one. I die cut this over a fold of a card because I had already cut this one out of the same piece. But it's okay because this one's going to be over top of that. See, I use my stuff. It's funner with everyone. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let me pull out soft sea foam first. And this big stamp, which is in the Positive Thoughts. I'm going to put some soft sea foam over here along the edge, and then I guess I'll stamp one in. I even have cat fur in my ink pad. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? Ay, ay, ay. She is really shedding, I'll tell you what. Had to get her to the vet too, I guess. Oh, where's my sheet? My sheet of paper. Not enough room. Not enough room. Okay, move this out of the way. Stamp so they can see. Let's see, I'll put this sort of up. And then I'm going to stamp off second generation. It's real pale. When you do soft sea foam, it is really pale on second generation stamping. Now I'm going to bring in Just Jade. And actually, the sentiment is friends like you mean more every year. And let's do that first. I have to clean that before I go into another one. And we're going to kind of put that up here. And I have to make sure it's sort of straight too. Not really, but it'll do. Not really, but it will do. Okay. And now let's take this. Let me wipe it off first. Oops. All right. And we're going to come down and just kind of go like this and see what happens. Second generation it. And maybe another one up here. Third generation. And that's all going to get buried, so I think it's fine. It is getting hot up here. I'm hoping it's supposed to go down to 66, I think. Ooh, you can't. I said ooh because out my little tiny window to the right of me, there is a beautiful sunset, which I don't usually get to see because I usually in the morning sit in my chair and it faces the east, which is where the sunrise is. All right, so this is going to be bumped up on dimensionals. And then I did go ahead and die cut, stamp this in Just Jade and die cut it. And that's going to go on here, but maybe I'll put it like this time. No, I won't because I want to put a little, well, maybe I will because that sort of goes right around that mean there. I'll do it this way this time. And then I did, these dies have this little thing and this little thing. So I did die cut those in the soft sea foam, what do you call that stuff? Velveteen paper. And they just go down here at the bottom. So we'll put our bow over this way this time. Before I do that, I have to stamp our butterfly. So this beautiful butterfly comes in the set also. So pretty. I love butterflies. I do not, however, like lantern flies. Does anybody else have a problem with lantern flies in your area? They are an invasive species that I don't know where they came from, but they don't belong here. They don't belong here, and they love fruit plants, and they destroy them. I have a grape arbor, and they are all over that, even though we've sprayed it several times when they were just little nymph things, or whatever they call them when they're little. They, whatever survived grew up, and I'm going to put 9 on here. Actually, I just have enough. Yay! Actually, I have one more extra. Lunar moths? I haven't seen those. Lantern flies are pretty too. They have red, they're like brown and speckled with red on their wings. When they open up, they're really pretty, but they like fly right at you. And then when they land, if you try and step on them, they hop. It's just freaky. I had one like land right at my hair. And I was like, ooh, 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 the other day. And I'm like brushing it off and then stomping on it. You had to Google them. Well, hopefully they don't come your way. Hopefully we can, so far as I know, they don't know how to, they don't know what will work against them. And there's studies being done. Okay, this one I'm going to just glue down. Oops, my glue's getting a little icky. A little icky. And I just kind of want that to circle around that word mean. Not to be mean or anything. Now you could die cut these with the adhesive backing on. but I didn't. But I did. We are going to do that for something for the next card. And one more, this little one here. And then we're going to use linen thread and tie a little tiny bow like I did here at the bottom of the stem. But this time it'll be over here. So hopefully I can tie a little tiny bow. You only get them 1 month out of the year. The June, oh yeah, the June bugs, they are loud. I think we have them too. They go by other names though, right? Are they the same as cicadas? Cicada. Thank you, Donna. Oh, yeah. Well, these do the ping ping on the windows too. In fact, I had my windows. Well, my windows are weird, but anyway, I had them so that they were getting caught in between one screen and another screen. And now they can't because I pulled it down, but so they can't get in there. But they were pinging back and forth between the, it was driving me nuts, the two screens. And I was afraid to open the inner window to kill them, to squish them, because I was afraid they'd come in the house. They don't hurt people. They're just ick. They're just ick. They're pretty, but they're ick. On the other hand, something that was really pretty that I did get to see the other morning as I was having my coffee on the patio, I saw a little hummingbird go to every single flower on my Rose of Sharon bush. It's a pink one. They can strip a tree. Yeah. Yeah. And the lanternflies do harm the bark, like on my grape. I would just want to get rid of my grape arbor, I think, and put a flowering vine that is not poison ivy, because I don't want that. I had poison ivy growing up the corner of my house, and at the time, I was like, we have to get this vine off of my house. So my son and I were out there yanking it down, and I should have known it was poison ivy because it did have red on it, and it had fuzzy stuff, which is a sign it's poison ivy. And I should know I can't go anywhere near that because I get it so bad. I always have. I wish my system had changed, but I still get it. I got one caught in my ew. Ooh, yeah, I would too. Anyway. Okay, so now we're going to put, now these are pretty peacock, but close enough, right? These are the butterfly gems that are in the annual catalog. So we're going to just put a couple of these on here too. And I have another cat purr. No, I don't want to use the putty end on these. I'm going to try and get them with the paddle, maybe. Probably a good idea to put, yeah, I just slid some of the glue off. So I'm going to use a dab of this over here and put this on. I think I've used more pretty peacock of these than I have and purple posy than the other colors. Oop. I don't know, guys. Maybe a glue dot would be better. They have adhesive on them, but that came off, so maybe a glue dot and my other glue. Let's see. Did it stick? Nope. All right, I'm going to pull it up and use a glue dot too. Except they're too big, so we have to roll it a little bit. Oh, goodness me. Let's see if we got that now. And I know. Not cooperating now that I'm live. I may have to futz with that later. Let's see if we can do better on the next one. The little one. Maybe I will try this putty. Yeah, I guess the putty is working better. Now, I do it a little bit different than I did on the other one. Put another small one. I think I'll put it, don't Doesn't really show up there, so I guess right here. There we go. Okay. I'll futz with that later. And told an untruth. I had to use this glue twice. Pokey. Pokey. This is one of my pokies. This is the severe pokey whose cap I think is, it's like this. But so I have my paddle, my pokey, the brush attachment, which is separate, and one of the putty attachments. And I don't have the styluses, you know, that you can curl flowers with and stuff on any of these. Now, to do the inside, let's see what we did. Here's what we did on the inside. So we just used more of the background paper, another piece of 5 by 3 3/4, and another butterfly stamp up in the corner. So butterfly in Just Jade on soft seafoam, because I figure soft seafoam is light enough to write on. It doesn't always have to be white or very vanilla. And I get caught up in that. I get caught, oh, it has to be white or very vanilla. No, it doesn't. As long as it's light enough to write on and the card is strong enough, then it doesn't have to be. Yes, if you sell them, you have to mark them copyright Stampin' Up, and I think there's only one stamp set now that has that, and I can't remember the name of it. It's in the annual catalog though, and it's got a bunch of alphabets. So you can put your own, like, you know, created by Donna Jackson or whatever, or made with love by, I used to, I'll show you what I use. I still use it, but it looks like what you have to have on there if you're selling them because of the angel policy is this little, I don't have the sticker on, but it's copyright Stampin' Up. This is retired now, but I use this made with love. And then this Stampin' Up because I don't have my own stamp. That's on my wish list. Right. And there's only one of them now in the annual catalog. I can't remember what it's called though. Oh, it's almost ashamed to cover this up, but you know what? I have a lot of designer paper. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm on a mission to use up some of my paper out of the annual and the other. Uh-oh, what's that? There we go. So that's the inside. And there is card 2. So for those who missed card 1, this is it. And then this is card 2, which I think is pretty. Hi, Renee. Welcome. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. I guess they stopped that, the custom ones. It's called Make a Difference. That's what it is. It's called Make a Difference. That's the one that has the copyright Stampin' Up in it. Now, if you donate them, you don't have to do that, only if you sell them. But I still do it. I put it on even if I donate them because I'm just that way. Okay, so those are our 2 cards so far. We have one more. And this time we're going to use yet a different paper. And it is going to be the Brights Designer Series paper. And we're going to use, well, I did one in Pacific Point, which I'll show you in a minute, but we're going to use Bermuda Bay. Thank you, Chris. I love this stamp set. We're using the Positive Thoughts stamp set. And the dies that coordinate with it called Nature's Thoughts dies. This is in the annual catalog on page 87, and these are in the annual catalog on page 182, but they're referenced on page 87. So, yeah. And let me show you the one I did for this. If I can get it. And let me move these out of the way. This is the one we're going to do next, but we're going to do it in Bermuda Bay. So this time I did the flower, which is here, and I have the die that cuts it out here. And this piece here is actually, I have it out. It's one of the dies that comes in Nature's Thoughts. Let me find it now. Here it is. It looks like this. And we're actually going to do that in white still. We're going to do it the same way. Now, these two dies are out of the Tasteful Labels dies that coordinate with Tasteful Touches stamp set. They're in the annual catalog. So this is the one that I used in Pacific Point here, which is, these are out of the Brights. And then this is the one I used for the Whisper White, which I got on there a little crooked, of course. But I didn't die cut that yet. So that's what we're going to make. And then on the inside of this one, I just did that. Thank you, Paige. Donna says, ooh. I don't know what the ooh was to. It's smaller than the stamps now. Oh, for the Stampin' Up thing. Thank you, Paige. Okay, so we're going to use Bermuda Bay. I love Bermuda Bay. They're really pretty color. Just to compare it to Coastal Cabana, it's darker than Coastal Cabana and a little more blue to it than Coastal Cabana is more like a green blue. But I love, this is me. I love this color. All right, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and glue. I'm going to stand the card in front of me. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. And I have to be careful because this is different words in different languages, but I can tell whether they're upside down or not, right? I almost glued the first one down upside down. The stamp set is pricey? I don't know. It was in the January to June mini catalog. I don't even remember what it is. On page 82, Positive Thoughts. I don't know. I love it though. It's one of my faves. Lots of them are one of my faves. Oh, Make a Difference. Yes, because it's got all the alphabets. Yeah, that one is a pricey one. They used to have the one that had the Made with Love, but it's like I said, they just retired it. I'm surprised they didn't bring another one in with that copyright. I may make a suggestion of that in the sandbox. They have what's called a product sandbox that we can offer suggestions. Okay, so this is what's on the back of this paper. Let me get those out so I can show you. When you get the designer series paper that goes with the color family, you get the one that looks like the jeans and the polka dots on the other side, and you get the one that looks like wood grain with the words on the other side. And you get 2 of each in each of the 10 colors in that color family. So these are the Brights. The Pacific Point was a Bright, and so is Bermuda Bay. I thought I was gonna use soft seafoam again, but I don't have the subtles in this, and I wanted to use this paper. Okay, so let's stamp. Let me make sure I have everything right. This is for die cutting the white piece. I already cut this piece out. And then this, and another scrap somewhere. Okay, this is for doing the flower. This is for our piece here. Okay. And then also, we're going to be using this. This is Stampin' Up's adhesive sheets now. they're 6 by 12, and you get like, I don't know, a bunch of them in a pack. You get 12 of them, 6 by 12 sheets. They're adhesive on both sides. So I'm actually going to, and one side is totally smooth, and then the other side has breaks. So I'm going to put this so that we're going to stamp on it first. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to die cut. We're going to glue this down or put this down on this adhesive side. Let me just cut across here. I'm just going to cut it. I could bring my trimmer up, but since we're going to be die cutting, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. There. Okay. I forget I have these sometimes. Now, it's going to take me a minute to get this side off. That's the tricky part. I think I got it. Oh, I got the other side. Oops. And I don't want to do that because I want it to be easy. Well, maybe I will. I'll do it backwards. It really doesn't matter as long as you can get your paper stuck down to one side. It's just easier to get it out, I think, of the die if you have these breaks, but I'm going to make it easier, faster to, uh-oh. I think I did something wrong there. Okay. Oh, that's not working. That's not working. Shoot. All right. I need to get a different piece. I messed that up. You got the paper in the Regals? Yeah, I was going to do that, but I thought I might have it in the Regals too. All right, let's get another piece of this. Let me get the big scissors. I need to do it the other way that I said the first time. All right, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to try and get the side off that has no lines. Yeah, we're going to try. It's not so easy as if rubbing it. Anybody know a trick? Well, it has to have their, I don't think so, Donna. It has to have their little apostrophe and their exclamation point in the right place. They're kind of picky about their font. I guess you could, I would call customer support and ask them. And that would be if you're using all Stampin' Up products too, by the way, I think. Okay, I cannot get this off. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe we'll forego this till the next time and just use our fine tip glue, which is what I did on the first one. Maybe I'm getting it now. Huh, I think, nope, wrong end. I want that to stay on. Let's try it on this side. This end, because that end has a little piece that's breaking off all the time. Okay, I give up. I can't get it. My fingers are too... I'm just going to die cut it and then fine tip glue it down. Sorry. If you can get the thing off. Well, that typed big. Oh. No, yeah. You're right, it did. Why is that doing that? Too much stuff on here, I guess. Anyway, the adhesive does work if you can get the backing off. I can. I just don't want to keep messing with it live. Because I have used it before with the glimmer papers and stuff. And it works great for them. So this comes out of here like this. I'm just going to drop it a few times. That's not going to work. Well, it did work some, but I'll get my brushy tool, which makes it a lot easier. I'm just going to brush it again, and then I'll scoop all those little bits off. And there it is. So that's going to go on here. So now I got bits everywhere. Okay. Now we're going to stamp in Bermuda Bay. Hugs, love, and hugs, prayers, and love. I keep wanting to say hugs, love, and prayers. And I want that on this one. This is for the flower. I think. Well, let's do it the other way. Yeah, okay. See, that didn't need to be straight because I'm going to die cut it afterwards. But while I have the ink out, we're going to also do the flower twice. And I can get one out of here. And then, look at that. I think this is distinctive also. Let me see, did I write that on here? I did not, but I'm pretty sure it is. And then, while I have the inner part of the card here, too, I'm going to stamp off, maybe even twice. Let me see how that goes. No, just once. There we go. Clean the stamp. They're just particular about their fonts and stuff, Heather. So that's why I said I don't know if they would accept that or not. Okay, so I need to die cut these and our sentiment. And let's get one of these in place. Yeah, I had this figured out, but I just twirl them around till I can seem to get them in the right spot. And I have a cat fur stuck to it. Oh my goodness. Usually it's a Deb hair, but tonight it's cat fur. That looks right. Sort of. Okay, let me get my pink sticky note on there. I'll be right back. Maybe, oops, some of those dots came out on my plate, so I have to get them off. I think one of the things I have in my small little order coming tomorrow is a new set of plates already. These are fine, they just look bad because I've been using them a lot. Not enough actually, but I have a lot to make. I just need to get moving on that. So there hopefully is one, which is going to go up here. And then I'll do this one. I should have had these die cut in advance, but I didn't. Another cat fur. That's a pretty big knobby. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, like that. Just checking my edges. Anyway, I don't sell my cards. I either donate them or eventually send them out to you guys. Or both. Okay, so this one I'm going to have to put on here a little bit crooked so that it... Oh, this is ridiculous. Cat fur. You know what? It's sticking to me, which is going to there. So I'll line this up and run this through too. So I had the stuff cut for the first two, but I didn't have it cut for this one. So lesson learned, I'll stick it to the adhesive stuff before I come on next time. It's pretty straight. Not perfect, but perfect enough for me. Okay, so this goes in with the Tasteful Touches one here, which I'm going to do right now because I'll lose it. Tasteful Labels dies. And this one goes with these, which I think was right here. So let me move my feather. There we go. Okay, let's start assembling. So this we're going to glue together. Oh my gosh, the cat fur is stuck to me. Always something with me, right? Air conditioning, the computer. Hi, Nada. Oh, stop doing that, webcam. I ordered the magnetic plate. I should have it tomorrow. Yes. I will have that tomorrow. I don't know if Heather... What did Heather say about it? I don't know. Oh, man, stop that. Why is it doing that? Too many lines, maybe. Somebody told me that once. It doesn't know where to focus because of the grid lines. Let me see if that's true. By, oops, putting white down instead. That didn't really help, did it? Did it? Oh, it did. Okay. Well, there you have it. The grid lines confused the webcam. I know, Donna. Sorry. Thank you, Nada. I'll show you the other cards. This is the last card for tonight. And we're at 8:04, so that'll be about right. By the time we get done and show everything again and go over. So I'm just dotting this glue all the way down this since I didn't get the adhesive on it, right? And that's going to go right in the middle of this strip. This strip is about 1 inch by 5 1/4, by the way. And I'm trying to be sure to leave enough room for a flower on either end. Like that, which we're going to put up on dimensionals. Again, which I have to cut some of. Because I don't waste my dimensionals. Look how much space. These must have been a paper pumpkin one. I don't think the regular ones leave that much in the corner and stuff usually. Anyway, I use them. I use them all. That should be enough. I'm going to use these bigger ones here. And we'll put one there and then maybe a smallish one over here. It's still doing the focusy thing. How do I stop that, guys? I know there's a thing for autofocus, but I don't know. This is a webcam attached to my, it's attached via a cord to my computer. But that drives me nuts, that autofocus thing. I don't know how to shut it off. Oh gosh, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Just noticed that. You guys are so nice. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best. I'm also going to bump this up on dimensionals. So let me get a few more. I'll put a floppy one in the middle. And then some longy ones on either end. And that should do it. And what I'm going to try and do is sort of align that with the space here. Sort of. I'm not going to push down hard till I see. Oh, I think I got it pretty good too. Yay! And then we have a little butterfly. I didn't get my pokey tool and poke those 2 little dots at the top. Now this time I didn't save the little hearts from the bottoms of the wings, but it's okay. And I'm actually just going to use, I could use a glue dot, but it actually sticks out. So I'm going to use my fine tip glue again and put it right here and hold it down for a second. And blobbied. It blobbied too, but it'll dry clear. Now we have to do a bow. Uh-oh, we have to do a bow. I have to find the ribbon, which I thought I had right here. Here it is. This is the Whisper White crinkled seam binding ribbon, which you can color with alcohol markers, but I'm not going to because I want the white. And I'm going to just put it right down here like I did on this one. Let me make bunny ears because that works best, I think. You love the tiny butterfly. That is out of the Nature's Thoughts dies, which is what we're using to go with the Positive Thoughts stamp set. These are the dies. And oops, here's the little butterfly. There's no stamp for the little butterfly, but there is for the big one that we used on the last card, which I'll show you when we're done. So I try on Tuesdays to use products mostly out of the annual catalog, and I just didn't feel like doing fall or anything, which I could have done from sets out of the annual, and I probably maybe will next week, but yeah, I just wanted to do regular cards this time because, you know, I still have all this stuff from the annual catalog. Okay, so there's our little bow, which I got uneven. And I might shorten that a little more there. I am going to put that down with a glue dot, which I've misplaced. Here they are. Oh, we didn't put our twine bow on that other card, did we? Oopsie. We'll go back and do that. I want it to be right at the center there. Right down from that point. Maybe it could go out a little bit like that. Here we go. And then on this one, I used the white dots from all the trimmings embellishments in the mini catalog, but I think we're going to use something different for this card. I have these, never used them yet. Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins, and they are not in Bermuda Bay, but they are in Coastal Cabana. If I can get them out. There's 4 different colors. There's Coastal Cabana, which I think is beautiful, and Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, and Rich Razzleberry. So really pretty colors in these adhesive back sequins. They're in the annual catalog also, on pages 130 to 132, I think. Something like that. And I'll put them back in later. Yep. No, these I need. Okay. So I thought maybe they'd add a little sparkle, but I like how the other ones also, the, what are they called again? All the trimmings, embellishments are sort of like a flat, puffy dot, and they show up nice too. Actually, I'm going to use the paddle end. Let's put one up here. Maybe I could put, I just got an idea. Maybe I could put a white dot in the center of the big ones. Let's see, where else do I want one? Actually, I don't know. Over here, just like I did on the other one, I guess. I think I put one up there last time, but it's all good. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Stampin' Up. Oh, cool. Yeah, these are really pretty. These are in this year's annual catalog, and they go with the Artistry Blooms set. I don't have that set, but I have the sequins because I thought they'd be pretty. I want to just look at, oops, there's one coming off. I want to look at those white dots and see if one will fit in the center of those bigger things. So let's see. The little white dots, maybe. Ooh, I like that. I think I like that. Do I like that? What do you think? I don't know. I think I'm going to do that. I kind of think that it makes it sparkle behind it, but, and then I won't put one on the one that's in the, on the white already. But it helps make it stand out a little bit. I think I like that. What do you think? Cute, yeah. I do have the whale set. Yay, I'm glad you got your sequins. Now those are not adhesive back though. I'm glad that, yeah, the back order stuff seems to have come in, most of it now. I don't know, I didn't check to see what else is on back order now, if anything. Okay, so now on the inside, we already stamped this. And I'm going to, I think I just used the word part, right? Yeah, the word part and then the flower. I already did the flower. So I need to cut this down to 5 1/4, and then I want to cut it in half. I only want about a 1/2 inch. I don't like it being too wide on the inside. So let's put this, I think this is about 1 inch. Yes, it is. So I'm going to move it over to 1/2 inch there. And then just go down like that. And then go to 5 1/4. Lop that off. That little piece will go in the trash. This one I'll save. And this will get put away. And then this will go right side up on here. Thank you, Paige. You mean the sequins with the white dot? Yeah, I thought that was cute. They would have been fine with just the sequins or just the white dots, but just thought it added a little extra sparkle. And so I use stuff across the catalogs. I don't always just use, you know, like I used the peony paper, but I also used the poinsettia, plush poinsettia paper with that gray card out of the mini catalog. So you don't just have to use your, there's something sticky there, hang on. You don't just have to use your mini catalog for holidays, and you don't just have to use your annual for non-holidays. So anyway, these are the last two. I did them in 2 different colorways. And then this is the first one. I'll move these over here like this. This is the first one. And this is the second one. Oh, we did put our twine on there. Yes, we did. Okay. So this is the one we did together, and this was the first one. So those are the cards for tonight. So Justine is having her party. Hi, Philomena. Thank you. They were all fun, and they came to me pretty easy today for a change. Thank you, Donna and Paige. Okay, so Justine's having her party. If you liked any of these things or anything else by Stampin' Up, and you would like to help Justine get more goodies, she's having a good party, but you know, we have half a month to go. So this is the positive thoughts on page 87 of the annual, or you can just look it up online. These are the coordinating nature's thoughts dies that I really like a lot. I like that piece, and I love this rectangle with the little detail along the edge. The extra feather we used on the first card. This cuts out the big flower. This cuts out the bigger butterfly, although we just used the stamp for that. We did use these in soft sea foam velvet paper. And we did use this on the green card. I did not cut out the little feather, and I did not cut out the bigger butterfly, but everything else on the dies we used, including the little butterfly. And we used, I think, did we use, I didn't use one of the sentiments. I didn't use the Sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes, I think. Yeah, because it was a little too long for this card, or I would have used it there. It just was the wrong shape for the other ones, but yeah. And then we also used different embellishments, the Artistry Bloom sequins, all the trimmings embellishments. We used the Tasteful Labels dies that goes with Tasteful Touches in the annual catalog. And we used the Butterfly Gems in the annual catalog. And we used the Elegant Faceted Gems in the white on the second gray card. And then we also used, on the one I did before this evening, the Metallic Pearls in the silver. So there you go. 1, 2, 3. So please help Justine out. Thank you, Philomena. Lots of product, yeah, but the primary focus being the positive thoughts and nature's thoughts dies. So I always tend to use a lot. Oh, and also ribbons out of the annual catalog. I only used white tonight for some reason. The white Whisper White seam binding, crinkled seam binding, which I like because you can color it, and the Whisper White half-inch faux linen ribbon. That's part of the ribbon combo pack with Flowers for Every Season. They're both in the annual catalog as well. I think that's about it, guys. Oh, thank you, Paige. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, the gray one's a popular one. It's a very elegant card, the gray one. So, and it looks a little different with those faceted pearl gems than it does with the metallic pearls. I like it both ways. I like it both ways. That's in gray granite with some basic gray. And the, what is that stuff called? Plush poinsettia paper is the vellum in the background. So Justine's party code is down below my video. I'm going to be doing them mostly from my computer because it's the only way I can get all that description stuff to come in automatically on every video. You're waiting for your order. It should be there soon, I think, Therese, because mine, I think, is arriving tomorrow. But I had a pretty small order. A demo order, obviously. I have linen. Oh, we did use linen thread also. I forgot to show that. I don't know what I do with that. Here it is. Linen thread. We did use that also. And the papers, we used the Peony Garden, the Brights Designer Series paper, and the Forever Greenery, I believe it's called. Yes, Forever Greenery for this one in Just Jade and Soft Seafoam. You're welcome. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, the peony paper. I did use the peony paper for, I don't remember which month it was, but I used it for one of the sheetload of cards. And I think I might have used it for sympathy cards. It's good for that too, but it's also good for anniversary and wedding. You're right. That paper is really pretty, but it doesn't have much color to it. It's got gray granite, basic gray, and petal pink. But look at these peonies. I mean, they're gorgeous. And there's another sort of plain design, but I thought it would have conflicted with the vellum, so I didn't use that one. I used the one that has sort of a subtle design to it. And then, yeah, just beautiful. This one's more gray granite, and this is more basic gray. There's the difference, you can see. And then they have them in petal pink as well. So there's more papers to it, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, linen thread, I forget I have it sometimes. I used to use the Whisper White twine a lot, but they discontinued it, so I can't do that anymore. Oh, thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the thumbs ups, ladies. I appreciate that too. It helps me get recognized by YouTube, which is always good to help grow the channel, which is actually at, like, as of this morning, 3,071. So thank you very much for that. And I'm hoping that 71 people didn't join just to hopefully win the 3K stubby giveaway. So remember, come back Sunday, and I promise, well, come back anytime, but Friday also. But on Sunday, I will do this giveaway that was promised from, I think, the 9th. And then I'm going to do another one that will be given away the following Sunday. And hopefully I'll get back on track with actually giving them away. I don't know why I forgot again to give them. But we'll do that drawing, which means I have to do Sunday stamping from my phone and have my computer down, because that was another comments one. Thank you. You too, Chris. Good night, everyone. Alrighty, I am going to go and put some calamine lotion on my itchy arms and and try and get some rest and hope the doctor calls me in the morning. And then I have the air conditioning guy coming tomorrow. Ugh, what a day. All right, everybody, have a great week. Be safe out there, and I will talk to you the next time, which will, I'm going to just say Friday. I may have something up before then for Paper Pumpkin. Oh, no, I do have something on the 10th, which is Thursday, which is 10 on the 10th. So I'll be back on the 10th. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Hi, Brandy. Good night. Am I typing this right or not? I don't know. There we go. Sorry I missed you.